This is a quick intro covering two things which might be relevant if you want to flexibly layer part of one image over another one when you're making a shader of a 3D object. Thing one is how to isolate the part of the image that you want and not show the other parts. And the second thing is how to automatically choose a series of different locations, such as in a flipbook. I start with a very rough head with a seam up the back, then UV unwrapped. And for the sake of completeness, I'm going to add an outline using a solidify modifier. There are lots of better YouTube videos you can look up if you want to find out how to do this, as well as cell shading, which would be relevant for this kind of image. For the overlay shader, I just use an RGB node for the base color, but that could be an image texture with a blank area where we want to patch in the mouth. I then add the texture with the flipbook. I keep it visible up to one side so we can find our way round when we're trying to find the UV offsets later on. To combine the two images is easy using a mixed color node with the factor taken from the flipbook alpha channel, which conveniently has a transparent background. But this shows the two problems. There are mouths all over the face, but none where the mouth should actually be. The second issue can be fixed by taking the UV map and applying an offset to the U and V values. We can adjust the two scales here too, so the mouth will fill the space available. To stop the mouths showing on the rest of the head, we need to multiply the mix factor by 0 everywhere apart from where U and V are near to the mouth location. I use a math node with the compare functionality, and you can check the location by feeding the result to the shader base color. Then there are more maths nodes, multiplying the U and V comparisons together, and then multiplying that result by the alpha value that goes into the mixed color. To automate the mouth selection from the flipbook, I start with two input value nodes which will provide the U left to right and the V bottom to top steps. These values are integers which are multiplied by the distance between each mouth on the image, and they have added to them the offsets that we've just found and used to get the mouth in the right place. To get the right multiplier values takes a bit of trial and error, especially if you've added a scale to the vector mapping on the UV, but eventually you can get it to match the sequence of the images on the texture. Once you have the correct values in the multiply add nodes, you can add two custom properties. It might make sense to add the properties to an armature parent or even do something complicated with shape keys, but this is the simple version. Make the custom properties integers with min 0 and max 3 or whatever matches your image grid. Finally, right click and copy as new driver and then paste the driver in your material nodes. Now you can use the custom properties to animate your material however you need.